notice anything different from my setup? What do you guys think we should name her? Hey y'all, welcome back to my IPL series. For those of you who actually haven't watched my video or are new to my channel, hi, welcome. I was just talking about IPL at home and how you can do it without any trouble and saving money and all of that kind of good stuff. At the end of the day, you're going to be hairless. You're not going to be a peluda no more, or a peludo. Honestly, it's both for men and for women that want to be completely hairless and that want to have all of that gone. But to recap, IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light, and Intense Pulse Light basically takes light, turns it into heat into your hair on your skin. Therefore the heat kills off the follicle, therefore damaging the follicle, therefore boom, you're hairless just like a celebrity star. So I told you guys that I wanted to do a first impression on this machine, and I've already used it. So here is my first impression reviews. So one of the things that I do like is, like I mentioned in my last video, I love the color, the design, the details of it. When it came in the mail, I was actually super impressed because it was exactly as how it showed it online. Another thing is that it's super easy to use. Quite honestly, the instructions were on point, they were super clear, and I was able to follow every single little bit. Another great plus is that it's actually not heavy at all. So it's really easy to move across your body and to be able to hold it. Another great plus is that it works really well on all kinds of different body parts. So underarms, the back, your legs, your toes, because I actually ended up doing my toes, and even on my fingers here because I do have little bits of hair. Like I said, I want to be like a hairless mole rat, so I will be a hairless mole rat very, very soon. I'm hoping. If it goes the way that I want it to, it will end up like that. Now, onto some dislikes. I honestly don't have very many just yet. One of the things that I actually dislike is that it's not the smallest machine in the world, and I've seen a few other ones online and on YouTube, and this one is a little bit longer. Like how I measured it on my big ass hand, so that could be a good measurement. You know, if you guys know me or you don't, but it doesn't really bother me, quite honestly. So we'll see how it is in the long run. Another thing is that I actually think it's not ergonomic, and that means that the placement of the configuration of the machine itself, like it's not made to configure to your natural way of holding something. So there's no dents on there, it's not like round, it's just completely straight. So I think they could have done a better job at making it easier and more comfortable to actually hold. And of course, I think one of my biggest dislikes is that it actually doesn't work well on my deeper skin tone ladies and gentlemen. You know, I have hope in the future that my darker ladies and gentlemen will actually have the luxury of being able to do it at home just like I am and just like you might be. But for now, there is no IPL at home, I believe, that actually can handle that. However, there is a good solution to that. You could go ahead and schedule an appointment with your doctor, your dermatologist, so that they can actually brief you on laser machines that they have in their offices that can help you. So if you're really interested in that, I would actually go ahead and talk to your doctor. So far, I've actually really enjoyed the machine. I used it on myself, and I think I'm really going to be enjoying it over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, and hopefully seeing some results. I'm really optimistic, and I've been following everything to the footsteps of how it was written, so I'm really optimistic and really hopeful for it. But I will let you guys know as the months go by. Like I said, I will be doing a 1 month update review so that you can see how my progress is looking on my skin. You know, I wish that I would have known about laser so long ago. Like in my household, my mom actually didn't let me or my sister shave until we were of age. And I think it's one of those things that it's actually looked down upon for girls. I actually would love to introduce this kind of technology to my children in the future. If they want to remove their hair, you know, if they need some help with that, I actually am going to be really excited to tell them you can remove your hair with this machine permanently. You don't have to hurt yourself with shaving and constantly trying to learn how to use it. Up until this day, there are some times that I may go a little too hard and, you know, I'm bleeding, and that kind of sucks because it can also create scars. So like another thing that my mom would actually tell me is she'd be like, no te quites los pelos, like te van a salir como hombre. And I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm not gonna do it. So I would only do it sometimes. And I actually really thought that the hair would come out thicker because that's what she would also say, but I think that's a misconception. I'm actually super curious, was I the only Mexican teenager that heard that from their Mexican parents, or from their FOB parents, or from their minority parents? I just want to know, because shaving was such a taboo. Hopefully in the future this won't be a problem, and lasering is much more accessible for everyone in the community, and it's even more normalized. I'm super, como se dice, excited, and you know, I'm really hoping to share with you guys like everything that I learned, so maybe that one day you can try it out. So now we're gonna get all comfy, and I'm gonna show you how to work the magic on this IPL. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and grab your handy dandy sunnies. Make sure that your eyes are nice and protected. Then go ahead and remove any watches or any accessories that are going to be on the way for whatever area you're going to be lasering. Now I have just turned on my laser machine, and I have also placed it on the level that I wanted to. That was on level 5. I'm also setting it up on glide mode. Glide mode is exactly what it sounds like. I don't have to press the button to release the laser or the light. I don't have to hold on anything but the machine. So I am just gliding along, and I am not lifting up my machine. The great thing is that it's super nice and easy to use, especially this glide mode. It usually takes me about 10 minutes for both of my legs. The glide mode is specifically made for larger areas like your legs, your arms, etc. In the instructions, it actually notes that you shouldn't pass one area more than one time. It's also easy to keep track of what areas you have done because of the warmth that it leaves after it has lasered that area. You can also try and keep track with the eye. I wouldn't recommend looking straight directly into the laser, but you could also keep track that way by just looking where you're going. For this one, I'm actually going to be showing you guys the other mode, which is the auto mode, the opposite of the glide mode. So right here, we're going to be pressing continuously on the button whenever you're ready to let the laser go, to zap it. So instead of gliding, you're going to be pressing and then lifting up, pressing and then lifting up as you move over to the next space. The auto mode is better for areas that are smaller, like your lips and your underarms, etc. As you get used to the laser and the process of it, you're gonna do it like with your eyes closed pretty much. So what I do is actually I turn on my Netflix shows or even music, you know, just to not get bored and get it popping. And once you're all done lasering the areas, you're gonna go ahead and grab some aloe if you want, so that you can go ahead and smooth the areas so it can feel comfortable and nice and cool. For my next video, I will be giving you guys a 1-month update on how my hair looks. I'll be showing you guys pictures and my feelings and all of that good stuff to see where I'm at. Most importantly, if it's working. I actually have a super fun video that is gonna be coming up after this one. I'm so excited. And it actually is something that is different. I don't know if I've ever seen it either, but I'm just really excited to share with you guys next week. And so, you know, keep in touch with me on my social. Make sure that you're following me so that you can see when I'm dropping, what I'm dropping about. I want to give a shout out to all of my friends, my family that are supporting me. Chelly, Iliana, Alize, Darren, Josh, shout out to Jessica, Sandra. There's so many other people that I want to thank. You know, always sharing my stuff, for always being super supportive. You guys already know, go ahead and share, like, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Besitos. Van a crecer los pelos más thicker. ¿Cómo se dice thicker in Spanish? Don't you guys hate when that happens? I literally hate when that happens, when I say one word in Spanish and I can't remember it in English, and vice versa. Like, it's actually hard being bilingual. Like, I feel dumb, but I don't feel super dumb. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Se me va. Guys all the time, and yeah, fuck.
Let's eat that.